With love, I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Divine Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Loving Sai Rams to all, I hope you all are enjoying this conference so far. I know personally it has been an absolute joy to witness the separate sessions and listen to our guest speakers. It has been truly inspiring. For the last 2 days, we have heard from the students of Sai, of the glory of Sai. Now let us hear how the glory of Sai has manifested here in Australia. Since the last conference, we have made significant progress as an organization, each wing from our service, education, community engagement, young adults, devotional, environmental, ladies, and media have been so active in providing opportunities for all to come together and to learn and transform. I humbly request all of you to stay present and listen to the efforts of each wing has made over the past 2 years. Since the last conference, we as a national team made a resolution to ensure that we would unite and connect with all the devotees in Australia. We also resolved that we would visit each region and work together as one Sai family. I confidently say, over the last 2 years, we did this. We united as one family and as a one national team, working united with love. We promised each regions that we would visit them, and we have visited all the regions numerous times. I feel the connection between the national team and the region teams are strong with Swami's blessings and love. Both are making effort to ensure we are leading Swami's message, unity and love. Before I handing over to the national wing leaders, I must acknowledge the efforts of region presidents who will talk tomorrow, and the national wing coordinators and the members of other subcommittees. This team came together, have worked and continuing to work as one in putting Swami's message, love all, serve all, into practice. They have provided a platform for all of us as members of this organization to come together and transform. Truly, it is Swami's grace that brought us together. I feel the efforts made over the past few years have truly fulfilled Swami's mission of self-transformation. Let we all show our appreciation to them. I would now like to hand over the mic to Vignesh, our National Service Coordinator.
Saram Swami and Saram everyone. So the National Service Wing has been focusing on 3 streams. Number 1, the Satya Sai School as our national service project. Number 2, supporting the activities across all of Australia. And number 3 is community engagement as the way forward. With the Satya Sai College, we've been focusing on 2 specific objectives. And number 1 is the engagement with the community. Over the last 3 years, we've been supporting in collaboration with the community center in Murwillumbah and also with the Satya Sai College. We've been supporting families on a monthly basis, providing them with groceries, and this has been going on for the last 3 years. We were one of the first few respondents when Murwillumbah town was flooded as a result of Cyclone Debbie, and we were able to provide 200 over families with the very basic necessities such as milk, water, and bread. And the continuation of community engagement with the Sai School, we recently, just 2 weeks ago, held the Friendship Fest. And this was a massive, massive collaboration initiative with the Parents and Friends Association, with the school board, with the school staff, administration, and also with the members of the organization as well. A carnival-like day where we welcomed almost 300 to 350, possibly even 400 people from the community to the compounds of the school to experience what education in human values was all about. It was so good, so much so that the parents and the staff want us to organize another one next year. So look out for that. We will definitely invite all of you again next year. The second objective is to create opportunities for members of the organization to go to the school. If you haven't been there before, you don't want to be the one missing out on that. It's an absolutely spiritual place, very serene, and you certainly feel Swami's presence. We now have 2 working bees. What started off as 1 working bee, we now have 2 working bees every year. And the numbers have just increased. People who have gone there before, they keep coming back again. And there's just so much of love and presence that you feel with Swami. So certainly make yourself available for any working bees that is, that we organize over there. With the service activities, we have had more than 1,500 activities from coast to coast across Australia. Collectively, as an organization, we've put together more than 6,000 birthing kits last year, and more than 10,000 instances of member participation across all of Australia in a variety of service activities. It's a very, very busy organization. So documentation is another thing that we have also doing, and in terms of risk assessment and management as well. So the purpose of the organization is for us to realize our inherent divinity, but service is for us to realize the divinity in others. And Swami says, Manava Seva is Madhava Seva. Thank you, Saram.
Once again, loving Sai Ram to everyone. I'm sure you would all agree that the highlight of the education wing was the witnessing of the drama production by our 137 children last night. And that was only possible because of the teamwork of our SSC teachers, parents, and obviously the children. So I'm sure you all enjoyed that, and we are receiving such lovely feedbacks on that. There are many initiatives that the education wing is part of, and we offer parenting workshops, teacher enrichment day, refresher workshops for the teachers. We organize SSC camps, sports day, picnics, just to mention a few. Our SSC children, besides being part of the regular SSC classes, are very much part of many initiatives of the other wings of SSIOAU. They lead devotional singing at our major events, regional events. They deliver their spiritual experiences in their SSC journey. Their practice of human values are evident again at most functions. They are also part of many service activities. Just recently, at the National Clean Up Australia Day, many of the SSC classes were held in the environment, very much aware of the EnviroCare activities that SSIOAU run. In regards to parenting, our parents are becoming more involved in the SSC activities, but we would like to see more on that. And Bob Molloy and Ross Molloy from ISSA have delivered Train the Trainer program for parenting in quite a few states. So we are going to concentrate on that and see if we can run short parenting workshops for the parents of the SSC children. Thank you, Sairam.
Sairam to all. Swami said to the youth that he can be contacted in just 11 seconds. So 90 seconds to report on devotion is plenty. With his name on our tongue and his form in our hearts, we sing for him. His grace pervades our psyche to show our divinity within. In study circles, we dive into his teachings that are embedded in the age-old scriptures that we call Vedanta. For the yearning hearts who are keen to chant Vedas, classes are being conducted at some of the centers. On behalf of the National Council and its guidelines, we humbly request devotees to try and avoid Veda chanting during the regular bhajan times. Sai Lifestyle takes devotees through lessons with practice to sharpen their intellect. Our first cyber session was launched with our guest speakers from Patti for this national conference, as a prelude for this national conference. We hope to continue with similar sessions to deliver Swami's teachings live at devotees' computer screens and mobile phones in the near future. Even a blade of grass does not move without his will. Hence, every program we undertake has to be centered around him. We seek his guidance, and everything becomes an easy sail across the stormy waters. Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram all. So the wing of EnviroCare flies along all the other wings of the organization with the main aim to promote love and awareness for Mother Nature. And the way we do this is by supporting the global Serve the Planet and international environmental initiatives, dissemination of education materials to across all levels, including young adults, SSE, as well as adults, and also participation in the mobile phone recycling project. Locally, we support our regions and our centers in the service activities that they do, so including tree planting, beach cleanups, organic gardening, and basically any activity that your center organizes. EnviroCare helps to make it just that touch bit greener. And in terms of our social media, that's become quite a success, and I urge any of you who is interested, and I hope all of you are, to go onto our EnviroCare Australia webpage, which shares positive stories, weekly tips, as well as home videos that help spread that awareness. And I think it has worked, because I did see some of us carry our green kits, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a little bit more. So now, I've been speaking for about 60 seconds, and I just wanted to share. In this 60 seconds, Australian households around the country have thrown out 1 ton of plastic waste. Imagine that. Now, the effect of this statement may differ in its gravity in each of our minds, but that's okay, because it's that ripple of awareness that we are striving to build. With our Swami and his teachings, this is how we can change our mindset one day at a time and practice sealing on desires, something that all of us are very familiar with. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram Swami, Sai Ram everyone. I am here to talk about teacher training. We can't talk about teacher training without talking about SSE. Sai spiritual education is the one which is going to create future devotees and young adults of the organization. You can imagine the importance of SSE. In the SSE, there are Swami is in the center. The teacher, parent, and the student partnership is the key. Before I go further, I want to acknowledge and thank all the past leaders of SSE in Australia for giving us a guidance and beautiful syllabus and material and the teacher training structures to continue this important activity in Australia. As part of this, SSIO has, with the help of our Deputy National President, started an initiative of Beyond 2020. This initiative is to ensure effectiveness, expansion, and sustainability of the SSE and the teacher training in Australia. As part of the initiative, we using, thank you for the conference technology team. Using the technology, we have conducted webinars with the teachers and the parents. And as a continuing effort of reviewing our syllabus and the training methods and aligning the SSC syllabus and the training and the structure with the organization's guidelines, as Dr. Paul said, Dr. Paul Dal mentioned that 5 years ago, 2015, there was an SSC conference and a guideline was given to continue the SSC globally. So as part of that, we want to align our syllabus and the training structures with that and continue to expand the SSC activity, including the teacher training. Thank you, Sarah.
Sairam, Ladies Program, a program which gives beauty and colors, not white and white, not black and white. To the Sai organization, an anchor of the connection with Swami and you, our Sai families. How do we do this? In a nutshell, we use our skills in music, art, craft, science and technology to promote leadership, service and engagement in our community. A few highlights of our activities include leading unity bhajans, discussions on our peace and sealing on desire program nationally, making animal pouches for abandoned animals in Queensland, making beeswax wraps in South Australia, sewing reusable bags in Western Australia, making angel blankets in New South Wales, learning ways to reduce plastics, cooking food for people with disabilities at Swara in Queensland, homeless in Victoria, and packing hygiene packs for Karania House, a woman refuge in ACT, to name a few. Above all, we aim to raise awareness of these kinds of social issues, not only in the community, but the organization itself. We think beyond gender stereotypes and what men and women are expected to do, but what our duties are as people in respect to the community. So what do we have planned for the future? In September, we are planning to host a Women's Health Week all over Australia. Why, you might ask? In today's world, women are leading a busier life than ever before at home, work, and Sai organization. And while we stay productive, tend to put ourselves low on our priority list. We want to encourage all the ladies to do a self-audit for both their families and for themselves. Overall, we aim not only to benefit the ladies, but enhance the experience of everyone in the community, and we hope come September, you get involved too. Jai Sai Ram.
My loving Sairam to one and all. I would like to share with you just one of the main objectives of media, and more importantly, brothers and sisters, how each and every one of you can be involved in this beautiful Sai mission of spreading Swami's teachings across Australia and beyond. How do we do it? Let me touch in these 90 seconds just 2 points. First of all, we have a reporting mechanism in place with the support of region media officers and region presidents. We gather every single report, quality photos and videos, and they're shared across Australia through our monthly release of Sai snapshots and all our social media. Where there are some unique reports, we share them with our international media, and from time to time, they're reflected in Sanatana Saradi, Sai Global Snapshots, and Sai Universe. Brothers and sisters, it's not merely just publicity, but importantly, inspiring as many people as possible throughout Australia to lead a spiritual life with a single point of focus of transformation. All of our Sai events promote none other than the process of transformation. Second point, how all of us here today, you and I, can be involved in this noble task. Brothers and sisters, imagine we all walk Swami's teachings in our day-to-day life. Let our action speak Swami's teachings. You would experience a rapid transformation in your own self and your family members. In time, you would become effective SAI media yourself working on earth. You would become an effective changing agent in the society. This process would expedite your spiritual journey with a flight ticket to boomerang back to the source. Just the last point. I humbly would like to request each and one of you to subscribe to all our social media. The ones that we launched, particularly in 2018, SAI Snapshots and SAI YouTube. Thank you very much, Saira.
Sairam, dear family. Can I have a show of hands? Who's heard of the SAI Australia Archive project? Now, I'd say that's about a fifth of the people here. And of those, how many of you have actually looked at some of the videos that are available? Okay, so that's even a tenth. So I have to tell you from the beginning, this was an initiative that started with an international committee about 3 years ago. It is not based in India. It's the committee co-chairman are one at least is American, and the aim is it's going to be on a platform available internationally. But at the moment, you can check our archives by looking at SAI Australia Archives, and you'll find 29 beautiful interviews of SAI Australians having an experience with the physical form. Now, we all like listening to people's stories about the experiences they've had, and we would love to invite you all who have these stories more to share to come forward and allow us to record them. Think of it being a legacy or a heritage that we can pass on to our next generations. And we're not stopping just with these videos at the moment. If you have a testimony or you know of somebody who could contribute, please contact me or the other members of the team. Andy as he's just spoken, or Venkat Reddy. There are numbers that you could look up on this website. Or we're looking also for history, old photographs, and we will also accept manifestations. And then one day we're going to have a display of these. We have a permanent home now in Perth. Thank you very much for listening to me, and please help with our project.
Also joining us on stage, our National Deputy Service Coordinator, Karuna Vasudevan, Chair of National Community Engagement, Jenny Monson, and our Young Adult Coordinators, Sudha Sivabalan and Nishe Sanmugaraja. You will hear the community engagement and young adult updates later tomorrow. For the last 2 years, this team has worked exceptionally hard in providing an opportunity for all of us in this organization. I want to thank each and every one of you for the tremendous efforts and sacrifice you have made over the past 2 years. Thank you, and Swami's blessings are with you always. Now the most important session now. I would like to invite our central coordinator, Brother Krishnan, to the stage to announce and introduce the new National Wing coordinators for the next term commencing 1st January 2020. Thank you.
Sairam, everyone. I've always got this very pleasant task of announcing the next national team, which is going to take the SSIO Australia team forward. You've just heard the report from the team that we announced at our last conference in Melbourne. So we will now announce the new people who have very kindly accepted these roles and have agreed to work to take us to the next level in their respective wings. National Service Coordinator for the next 2 years, commencing 1st of January 2020, is Dr. Sudesh Sugunandan. Deputy National Service Coordinator is Nishevita Shanmugaraja. That's Nishe. The National Education Coordinator, Sarubini Rajendran. National Deputy Education Coordinator, Durga Sivaraja Singham. You can see how popular they are with all the Sai devotees. National Devotion Coordinator, Sridhar Subramanian. One of Swami's students taking us to the next level in devotion in Australia. National Young Adults Coordinator on the male side will be Nihilesh Chellappa. National Young Adults Coordinator on the ladies' side is Dr. Rupa Bhaskar. The National Young Adults Advisor on the male side is Dr. Ramesh Kuganesan. National Young Adults Advisor on the ladies' side is Gavina Kosa. The National EnviroCare Coordinator, Pranika Lal. And the ladies wing coordinator is Saras Varma. This national team for the next 2 years, commencing 1st January 2020, have already held various senior positions in the organizations. They have earned their stripes. And they've got the respect of all the devotees, as you can see, witnessed by all the cheering that they have had. So I have no doubt they will receive the support from all the devotees in Australia and be able to carry out their task with distinction. Jai Sai Ram.